to go.
Sorry, May. I'm up.
Get a move on or you'll be late.
Oh, crap. I'm late. Ah.
What's up, everyone? Today, we're diving into the world of your neighborhood Spider-Man. We're watching episodes 1 and 2, breaking down the best moments, crazy action scenes, and hidden details you might have missed. So, grab your web shooters, sit back, and let's swing into it. The scene opens in the modest apartment bathroom, where we see Peter Parker hurriedly getting dressed.
Peter, wait! Your oatmeal was getting cold, so I packed it to go.
Thank you, May. You're the best.
Now outside, Peter sprints down the busy city street, weaving through a dense crowd of pedestrians. As he stops to see the train leaving without him, he stops to catch a breath. Frustrated, Peter sighs and slings his backpack around to the front. He unzips it quickly, his fingers digging inside as if reaching for something important. The audience is momentarily led to believe he's checking for a Spider-Man suit, as the scene builds suspense. But instead of red and blue fabric, he pulls out his lunch bag. Just then, the unmistakable sound of a honking car makes Peter look up. The camera pans to the street, revealing Aunt May in her old sedan, rolling down the window with a knowing smile. As soon as Peter steps out of the car, students nearby pause their conversations, sensing something unusual. Suddenly, a swirling green portal begins forming in the sky. A massive black figure slams into the pavement, cracking the concrete beneath it. It's Venom with grotesquely insect-like. Its normally fluid symbiote form now a chitinous, bug-like exoskeleton with horns like a cow.
Where do you think you're going?
The camera swings around to reveal Doctor Strange, standing tall, cloak of levitation billowing behind him. His hands glow with golden energy as magical glyphs pulse in the air around him. Doctor Strange twirls his hands in complex gestures, summoning a translucent shield just in time to block Venom's attack. Sparks fly as the creature's razor-sharp claws scrape against the magical barrier.
Never using this spell again.
Doctor Strange then lands to his feet, but then Venom hurls a truck at him. In the distance, a young girl has fallen to the ground. Venom, still hovering menacingly in the wreckage, turns its head sharply toward her. Peter's eyes widen and he takes some steps forward, his voice breaking through the silence.
I don't think she's interested, buddy.
After Peter distracts Venom, it provides Doctor Strange the opportunity to act. He swiftly summons magical whips of ethereal energy. Strange lashes the whip out, wrapping it tightly around Venom's massive form, defeating the creature, and then flying away and crossing the green portal in the sky. From the portal, a spider falls into Peter's shoulder, crawling into him.
So, you got a name, hero?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm Peter Parker. How about you?
Nice to meet you, Pete. I'm Nico Minoru.
Oh!
The spider bites Peter, and he then passes out, crashing to the floor.
Whoa, oh my gosh. Hey, Peter? Pete, are you okay, man? What happened to him?
After Peter Parker gets his powers, he makes a suit and swings around on the buildings.
Or not. Somebody help me!
But then suddenly someone shouts out for help, and Spidey hears it and grabs the kid, getting him far from danger.
Gotcha! Hey man, are you good? Are you okay?
Holy crap. You saved my life. I thought it was dead meat.
You are.
Then, a group of troublemakers corners Spider-Man, taunting and insulting him.
Our next victim in his dumbass costume.
Is my suit really that bad?
With a swift move, he dodges their attacks, using his newfound agility and strength.
Miss me!
As they struggle in the sticky restraints, Spider-Man stands tall, clearly establishing himself as the dominant force. The group, now humiliated, retreats, leaving Spider-Man victorious.
Oh, hey guys, it's Spider-Man here. When the police get here, could you tell them the webbing should wear off in an hour or so?
Thanks!
Peter Parker is sitting in class when suddenly, the sharp blare of police sirens cuts through the air. His attention is immediately drawn to the windows. Outside, a speeding truck careens down the street, weaving dangerously through traffic. The driver of the truck suddenly passes out, leaving the vehicle careening wildly down the street. But then a bus appears in front.
Watch out, there's a bus up there!
Oh, God.
I hope this works!
And with immense strength, Spidey Thor himself between and braces against the force, stopping the truck from crashing into the bus.
It was him.
Holy crap, I can't believe that worked!
People clap and shout in appreciation, some even pulling out their phones to capture the moment. Spider-Man, still catching his breath, gives a humble wave to the crowd, his confidence growing despite the overwhelming praise.
New York, Pete. Okay, Parker, you can stop a truck. You can ask out the girl of your dreams.
Peter is nervously preparing to ask out the girl of his dreams. Peter's excitement quickly shifts to confusion when Nico, almost apologetically, drops a bombshell.
About that. Sorry, Pete. Someone beat you to it.
What? No, but I was ready. That happened so fast.
I know, Pete. Trust me. I was really hoping it was going to be one of us.
Peter, still reeling from the news that his crush is dating someone else, tells Nico he has a plan to work in teams with Pearl.
Pearl to be my lab partner. If Pearl says yes, I'll be able to show her that I'm not just some kid, and then she'll totally...
Mr. Taylor, can I work with Peter Parker?
What?
Oh yeah, sure. Lincoln and Parker.
Later, in a twist of fate, Peter is assigned to work on a team project with his crush's boyfriend. As the work progresses, Peter is initially filled with resentment and jealousy. But over time, he begins to notice something surprising. The guy is actually a genuinely good person.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I really shouldn't have assumed that.
Nah, you're good, man. I completely get it. People think I'm destined to go pro or something, but I'd rather have options.
Through their conversations and teamwork, Peter starts to respect the boyfriend, even if it's still hard for him to completely let go of his feelings for the girl.
Pretty cool. He's really smart. He's funny. He seems like a nice guy. We were talking and I found out we actually listen to the same bands.
After saying goodbye to Nico, Peter looks up and spots Pearl laughing with her boyfriend as they chat casually. Suddenly they kiss. A sweet, intimate moment that catches Peter off guard. Lonnie Lincoln approaches him. Peter tenses up, unsure of what to expect.
Hold you up. I should actually get going before I miss my train again.
Cool. Have a good one, dude.
Yeah, thanks. You too.
The scene transitions to Lonnie Lincoln, whose mood is heavy and somber because of the dilapidated and run-down neighborhood he calls home. As he continues his walk, a cop starts following him with a stare of suspicious. The tension in the air is palpable, as Lonnie can feel the weight of the cop's gaze. Eventually, he reaches his home. Inside, Lonnie is greeted by the sight of his family sitting together and watching TV.
Thank you, Lonnie.
Spider-Man knocks on the door of a pizzeria and informs the owner that a girl had stolen money from him.
Thank you. I just turned around for 1 second and...
However, he requests that the owner forgive her and let her go.
Oh, the money, something came over me. I'm so sorry.
The owner agrees and in gratitude offers Spider-Man free pizza.
Slices on the house for the Spider-Man.
There's actually no the, it's just wait, did you say free pizza? Thanks.
Peter removes his Spider-Man suit and finishes the last slice of pizza.
Oh my gosh.
Then, he surprisingly looks up and notices a DVD player in the trash.
Wow, free pizza, free DVD player? It's the best day ever.
He walks toward his apartment, spotting a supercar along the way and snapping a photo. Reaches his apartment. Upon arrival, he greets Aunt May, only to be surprised by a man sitting beside her.
My name is Norman Osborn.
After shaking Norman Osborn's hand, Peter felt a mix of excitement, confusion, and embarrassment, especially since Aunt May didn't recognize him. Quickly recovering, Peter apologized and asked why Norman was there. Norman smiled and praised Peter's intelligence, revealing that he wanted him to work at Oscorp. Overwhelmed with excitement, Peter gladly accepted the offer. Norman then informed him that he would start tomorrow and should meet him upon arrival. As Norman left, Peter and Aunt May exchanged looks of joy and excitement, thrilled about this incredible opportunity.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! May! Can you believe this?
As Peter Parker arrives at school, he sees Lonnie Lincoln and his football teammates celebrating. Lonnie greets Peter and introduces him to his friends before inviting him to their football match. Peter hesitates but says he might stop by briefly, mentioning his new internship. Excited, Lonnie and the team cheer and congratulate him, chanting his name in celebration.
Sorry, Mrs. Eberhardt. I gotta go. Can't wait for the game, Lonnie.
Me either, man. I'm gonna go off!
As the football match begins, Peter sits with Nico watching the game. Nico warns him against working for Osborn, citing his unethical actions. Peter agrees but doesn't want to miss the chance to work with cutting-edge technology. Pearl then appears, congratulating Peter on his internship and mentioning that Aunt May must be proud. Realizing the time, Peter quickly says he has to leave. Nico tries to stop him. But Peter goes anyway.
What? How is that even possible? I got here 2 minutes early.
You were supposed to be here 15 minutes early so we could take your ID photo.
Wait, nobody told me.
Please sign in.
Peter Parker arrives at his job but is immediately informed by security personnel that he is late and should have arrived 15 minutes earlier for proper registration. Frustrated, Peter asks for Norman Osborn's office location, but the guard refused to disclose his whereabouts.
Do we have time for a redo?
Report to the lab on floor 17.
Peter arrives at his new lab, where he is introduced to his partners, Asha, Amadeus Cho, and Jean Foucault. Shortly after, an older man enters, introducing himself in a harsh and impatient tone.
I am Dr. Whitman, and I will be overseeing you. Each of you has shown great aptitude for your age.
After working several hours in the lab, the interns are assigned to specific areas of expertise. Peter is selected to work under Dr. Connors, marking a significant step in his internship.
Division.
Oh, energy research. Wow, that sounds really cool.
Peter and Dr. Connors spend hours researching when Peter receives a call from Nico, excitedly telling him they won the football match. Lonnie then takes the phone, inviting Peter to the night party. Nico adds that she doesn't want to go without him. Peter reassures her, saying he should be able to make it since he's just finishing up at his internship.
How's it been, going?
Oh, I was just talking
We're
about
watching TV instead of letting Cho talk again.
As the interns relax and watch TV, Jean flips through the channels. Suddenly, a news report appears, showing a building engulfed in flames. Peter quickly asks her not to change the channel. Curious, Jean asks why, and Peter casually responds, "I just like fire." Moments later, he abruptly excuses himself, saying he needs to use the bathroom.
Deuces. Parker out.
After leaving, Peter hurries down the stairs, discreetly putting on his Spider-Man suit as he moves, preparing to respond to the emergency. Peter swings into the crime scene, arriving just in time to see the new villain using a fire gadget to burn down a building. Spider-Man quickly enters the building, scanning for any civilians. The villain taunts him, claiming there's no one inside.
Monster dude! I made sure this place was empty before I sparked it!
You did? Well...
The two begin to fight, with Spider-Man telling the fire-wielding foe he's burning the wrong building. The villain, enraged by the mistake, checks and becomes even angrier, intensifying the flames.
You're burning the wrong building down, dude.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Spider-Man delivers a powerful kick, sending the villain flying out of the building and landing near a pet store.
Oh, hey, I am so sorry. I really did not mean to hit you that hard. I guess I still don't know my own... Ugh.
Spider-Man quickly follows, continuing the fight but also rescuing the animals inside the store. He moves them to safe spots, shielding them from the flames. The villain keeps attacking, but Spider-Man uses a water tank to douse him, eventually defeating the fire-wielder.
Knock you out? Whoops, sorry, dude.
After ensuring the fish in the tank are safe, Spider-Man realizes he's late for his internship and panics, knowing he's in trouble.
There's a long line at the bathroom?
Supplies, huh?
Peter Parker rushes to the lab, only to find Dr. Whitman angrily ranting about Peter's absence. As soon as Peter enters, Whitman begins shouting at him, furious. He chastises Peter, saying this shouldn't happen in a secure building and that he can't wander around as if he owns the place. As Whitman continues his tirade, Dr. Connors steps in, intervening and stopping Whitman from scolding Peter any further. Just then, a security guard enters the room and informs Peter that Norman is looking for him. Panicked, Peter quickly exits the lab, not wanting to face Norman's wrath.
Rip to your future career prospects, bro.
Even though our time together was short, I will never forget you.
I won't lie. There's a really good chance I will forget you.
The scene shifts to Nico, who stands alone at the party, feeling sad and anxious. She begins walking through the crowd, trying to make her way toward the exit. However, as she moves through the bustling crowd, someone bumps into her, causing a drink to spill onto her, adding to her frustration. As the elevator doors open, Peter steps out, visibly anxious and nervous. He walks slowly through the reception hallway, his eyes darting around. On the walls, a framed photo of Captain America and Norman Osborn catches his attention. Peter pauses, staring at the picture for a moment, lost in thought. Reaching the office door, Peter takes a deep breath, his head lowered, trying to steady himself before entering. He receives a message from Nico, telling him she's leaving the party because Peter couldn't make it. This further weighs on him, adding to his unease. Peter opens the office door, his eyes widening in surprise at the incredible sight before him. Inside, Norman Osborn stands, staring angrily out the window. Peter gathers his thoughts and approaches, admitting that he messed up today. He apologizes, explaining that he couldn't fully explain why he left, but that he was committed to doing better in the future.
So, you're Spider-Man.